Good day, friends. Today I would like to cook a Persian dish for you called Berian, not to be mistaken with Indian Biryani. Indian Biryani is a rice dish and there are many varieties of it. Persian Berian is a meat dish. For this dish we are going to need some meat. This is going to be lamb, and we use shank or flank or rib. So here I have a shank and rib. We also might need some sheep lung. This is optional if you like, and a couple of large onions. We first cook the meat and mince it, and when it's done, you're going to use large spoons. This is especially designed for biryani over the charcoal. So first I'm going to cut the lamb shank into smaller pieces and put it on the pot. I'm cutting it into a smaller piece so that it cooks better. And we are going to use, as I said, shank and rib, almost equal amount. So that's enough shank, and now we are going to add some rib meat, and that's smaller pieces, so don't need cutting. But if there are, like this one, I'm gonna cut it into a smaller piece. Okay, that should be enough. So I'm trying to make about 8 biryans. This meat is enough for 8 biryan. Now we are going to add one large onion that I've cut into 4 pieces. And we are going to add some garlic, some bay leaf, a few cinnamon stick, two or three red pepper, some cloves, some fresh ginger, and one dry lemon that I'm going to squeeze and then add it to the rest of the ingredients. We also need a few pieces of carrot. To this mixture we are going to add a teaspoon of turmeric, a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of salt. Now we add some room temperature water up to the top of the meat. Put the cover on and put it on the stove to cook in a medium to medium high temperature. Now in the other pot I'm going to add the lung. As I mentioned, this is optional, that's why we are cooking it separately, so that if somebody wants it, can add it to their food, and if not, then they don't have to. So we add the bay leaf and the red pepper and cloves and garlic and fresh ginger and cinnamon stick and squeeze a lemon. This is a hard one, I have to squeeze harder, and add it to the rest, and also 1 large onion and some pieces of carrot. Now, like the other one, we are going to add some turmeric. That's 1 teaspoon. A teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of salt. Now we add water up to the top of the lungs and put the cover on and put it on the stove on medium heat. Now after about 45 minutes to an hour, our meat is cooked. We don't want it 100% cooked because it's going to be cooked once more. So we are going to drain the meat into a strainer. We are going to use the juice, which is actually meat soup, later on, and as I will be showing you. And now we leave the meat to get cooled down because it's very hot to handle right now. Okay, now that the meat is cooled down, we are going to separate it from the rest of the things we had with it. And we also do the same with the lung, but we don't use the juice of lung, only the meat. So now we are going to cut the meat into smaller pieces so that we can use it in the mincer. And we also make sure there are no bones or cartilage in the meat so that it would damage the mincer. Now I'm going to start putting the meat in the mincer and mince it. Now first mincing is done. Now we are going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon to it, a tablespoon of dry mint. This can be either peppermint or spearmint. This is from my garden, it's organic. And some fresh mint. This can also be either spearmint or peppermint. Now we mix everything together. And we are going to mince it a second time. Now the mincing is done for the second time. We are going to add some of that juice, which is the soup made from this meat. On top of it, we gotta get something like a paste out of it. So I'm going to mash it like this. We need some more. Just a little more. Okay, this should be enough, I think. Now we are going to do the same thing with the lung. Mince for the first time now. This lung has been sanitized and also use the air compressor to get it nice and clean. Now we are going to add some cinnamon, about a teaspoon of cinnamon, and some dry mint, and now mince it the second time. We add some of that juice and mash it like we did with the meat. Now everything is ready. We spray some olive oil in the Berian spoon and add a generous amount of cinnamon on the bottom. And then add the meat. We got to kind of get it all flat and same level. So we are going to use some of that soup on top of it to get it soft enough to be shaped. Okay, that's one ready. I will do the second one off the camera. We just sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on top of it as well. Now, as I said, I will do this one off the camera. Now the 2 spoons of Berian are ready. We are going to use a mini pan to add the rib, to add the lung. Also add some juice to be able to shape it. Now I'll do the second one off the camera. So we have 2 spoons of Berian and 2 mini pan of lung ready. We are going to go into the garden and set the fire and barbecue them on top of the charcoal. Now put the charcoal ready, and I'm going to add some starter liquid, fire starter liquid. and lit it with a lighter. Put the funnel on top to make it get evenly distributed. The funnel helps the fire to spread faster. Now the charcoal is ready, just making sure it's all the same heat all over, and I'm going to put the net on top and then put the Berian spoons on top of that net. You can actually use a barbecue stand if you like, or you can use the stove, but nothing is like real fire, charcoal fire. So I'm placing them so that I can have all four in there and wait for them to get cooked. Now they seem to be cooked. We are going to take them back inside. Now I'm going to flip the Berian on the piece of bread and also flip the lungs. Now we're going to decorate them with some walnut and some almond and some pastille. We are also going to add some basil, which is a must with Berian, and also some other vegetables like for instance radish and green onion or whatever else you like. Then add a little bit of that juice on the bread, and the way they eat it is to put the Berian on a piece of bread and put the vegetables on top of it, and if you like, you also add some lung on top of it and then eat it. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.